Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm Beavs. We've got one case of 2024 Topps Chrome Breakers Delight Tennis to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us at the seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know when we go live at eBay Live. Also, to mention no further necessary for link down in the description. Alright. Good luck, everybody. Box number one. Also, apologies for the slight delayed start. eBay Live has changed some stuff on us, and it is interesting, but not fully functional, I don't think. Felix Auger-Aliassime, Andrei Rublev, Arthur Renderneck, Andy Roddick, Rebecca Peterson, Harold Mayotte, auto, Heather Watson, Lorenzo Bassetti, Francis Tiafoe, 27 to 299. Cesar Bergs, Andrei Rublev out of 499. Bergs out of 399. And Jordan Thompson, 9 to 65. Talent Greek Spore, Mike Momo, Alexander Bublik, Camila Rakamova, Gabriel Diallo, Liv Hove auto, Eric Andriva, 209 out of 250, blue auto, Junjun Shang out of 499, 18 of 499, Novak Djokovic out of 399, Michael Momo out of 499, 17 to 77, Stefano Tsitsipas, and 6 of 15, Renki Hijikata. Flavio Caboli, Alexander Zverev, Jordan Thompson, Mackenzie McDonald, Junjun Shang, Benoit Paire, auto, Daniel Rincon, 138 out of 250, and Elisabetta Cocciaretto. Venus Williams out of 299, Emilio Nava out of 399, Elise Cornet out of 499, and 8 of 15, Katie Follinets. Box number 4. Bernardo Pero, Daniela Collins, Alex Molcan, Mira Andreeva, Sebastian Baez, Kashi Yoshida, Kayla Day, Ludmila Samsonova, 244 out of 250, Holgaroon, 105 of 150, Robin Montgomery, 77 to 250, Anna Blinkova out of 299, and Julia Grauber, 39 to 65. Box number 5. Martina Navratilova, Tamara Zadansik, Maria Sharapova, Donna Magalfi, Andy Roddick, Victoria Jimenez Casanseva, 39 to 250, Jeannie Bouchard, Steffi Graf out of 150, 120 to 150, Jacqueline Christian, 27 to 250, Del Magalfi out of 399, and Jack Draper, 465. Halfway point, box number 6. Ilya Tomljanovic, Boris Becker, Arthur Phils, Beatrice Haddad-Maya, JJ Wolf, Isabella Kruger, Emiliana Arango, and Mackenzie McDonald for the autos. Thomas Martin Echeverry at $4.99. Christian Guerin, 34/50, gold. Quarantine Mutet, 228 out of 250. And Chris Eubanks, 37/65. Lindsay Davenport, Taro Daniel, Alejandro Davidovic Fokina, Cesar Bergs, Candy Shikori. Auto for Michael Mamo. Green auto for Arthur Gaya, 77/99. Arena Sabalenka, 8/99 auto. Boom. Rose Gold, 12/20, Born to Gojo. Talon Greeks for 155 out of 250. Lorenzo Musetti out of 399 and 36/65, Alexander Bublik. Daniela Hashova, Tatiana Maria, Carolina Pliskova, Katerina Sidiakova, Daniil Medvedev, gold, 15/50, Martin Landaloo, Brenda Furbatova, Margot Giron, Tatiana Maria out of 499, Hubert Hurkacz out of 299, Hugo Gaston out of 399, and 1/65, Alex Mokan. Box number 9. Reminder that we will have more of this as well as hobby and graphite around the corner. Madison Keys, nice Victoria Azarenka. Veronica Kudermetova, Hugo Gaston, Max Purcell, Patrick Kipson, auto. 170/499, Ilya Tomljanovic, Maria Sharapova, auto. Boom. Kiwi Zhang out of 299, On Jabor out of 399, Tara Daniel out of 499, and 9/15, Elise Cornett. Box number 10, Hamad Medjedovic, Iga Swiatek, Lin Jiu, Monica Seles, Leila Fernandez, 41/250, Shintaro Mochizuki, 3/10, Emilio Nava, and Emma Navarro. Iga Swiatek out of 499, Daniela Hashova, 89/99, Bjorn Borg, 146 out of 250, and Arthur Phils, 59/65. Box number 11. Ekaterina Alexandreva, Elise Cornett, Emma Raducanu, Emilio Nava, Monica Seles, Priska Nugroho, auto, Wu Yibing, and Marta Kostyuk, autos. Martina Hingis out of 399. Out of 499, Boris Becker. Green, Hamad Medjedovic. 42/99. And Constant Lestiana, 53/65. And final box of the break, box number 12. Good luck, everybody. Cameron Norrie, Thomas Martin Asherby, Thomas Mashak, Martina Hingis, Zizou Bergs, Bjorn Frantangelo, Coleman Wong, and Max Purcell. Close out the autos. Daniela Collins out of 499. Ugo Umber out of 299. Andy Roddick out of 399. And Nuno Borges, 47/65. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. If you're in 2025 Leaf Metal Football, that is coming up in just a few minutes. We'll have that good to go as soon as we finish this up. For the hits, Harold Mayotte, Heather Watson, Lorenzo Musetti, Francis Tiafo, Cesar Bergs, Andre Rublev, Jordan Thompson, Liv Hope, Eric Andreva, Junshin Shang, Novak Djokovic, Michael Momo, Stefano Tsitsipas, Rinki Hijikata, Benoit Perret, Daniel Rincon, Elisabetta Cocciaretto, Venus Williams, Emilio Nava, Elise Cornette, Katie Volinet, Kachi Yoshida, Kayla Day, Ludmila Samsonova, Holger Rune, Robin Montgomery, Anna Blinkova, Julia Grauber, Maria Sharapova, Victoria Jimenez Casanseva, Judy Bouchard, Steffi Graf, Jacqueline Christian, Dalma Golfi, Jack Draper, Isabella Kruger, Emiliana Arango, Mackenzie McDonald, Thomas Martin Asherby, Christian Garin, Corentin Moutet, Chris Eubanks, Michael Momo, Arthur Gaya, Irina Sabalenka, Borna Gojo, Talon Greek Spore, Lorenzo Musetti, Alexander Bublik, Martin Landalou, Brenda Ferbatova, Marcos Giron, Tatiana Maria, Hubert Hurkacz, Hugo Gaston, Alex Molkan, Victoria Azarenka, Patrick Kipson, Alia Tomljanovic, Maria Sharapova, Kim Zhang, Anja Jabor, Taro Daniel, Elise Cornette, Shintaro Mochizuki, Emilio Nava, Emma Navarro, Iga Swiatek, Daniela Hanshova, Bjorn Borg, Arthur Fils, Priska, Wu Yibing, Marta Kostyuk, Martina Hingis, Boris Becker, Hamad Medjedovic, Constant Lestiana, Bjorn Frantangelo, Coleman Wong, Max Purcell, Daniela Collins, Ugo Umber, Andy Roddick, and Nuno Borges. Alright, that is it for tennis. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. We've got more of this as well as hobby, chrome, and graphite around the corner. So look forward to having you guys back in here sometime soon. And we are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Football here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025. Oops. Leafs Pro Semi-Metal Football to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and even live. I was going to mention no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. All right. Box number 1, Bo Jackson. Good start, 3 of 5. Tyrone McMillan, out of 49. Rod Woodson, 2 of 10. Jared Curtis, 1 of 15. Thomas Castellanos, 21 of 49. Luke McCaffrey, 2 of 25. Isaiah Horton, 1 of 5. Graham Mertz, Pro Set Platinum, 3 of 15. Pro Set Platinum for Hudson Card, 5 of 5. Cam Davis, 3 of 3. And Ryan Williams, ready, set, go. 1 of 10 die cut. Box number 2. Eddie George, 5 of 5. Get some old heads out of the way. TJ Moore, 18 of 25. Diego Pavia, 14 of 49. Omarion Hampton, 1 of 3. Robert Lewis, printing plate 1 of 1. Pro Set Platinum, 1 of 1 for Trez Green. Jared Curtis, 1 of 1. Bo Collins, 5 of 10. Roddy White, Pro Set Platinum, 2 of 9. And DJ Lagway. Box number 3, Faison Brandon, 22 of 25. Garrett Nussmeier, 45 of 49. Tommy Mollott, 21 of 49. Tyreek Hill, 2 of 49. Alvin Mathieu, 1 of 1. Jeremiah McClellan, 2 of 20. Pro Set Platinum, 20 of 20 for Sean Merriman. Brendan Sorsby, 10 of 10. Caleb Johnson, 2 of 20. Caden Salter, 4 of 10. And Pro Set Platinum, 6 of 9 for Cam Coleman. one is K7 of Pop Century. That is coming up at 12:30. That will be its own eBay Live event. You'll get notified when that goes live. Is a time of a lot purchase for one box or all boxes? That is for all boxes, my friend. Box number 4. Michael Hawkins Jr., 21/25. Marcus Allen, 11/25. Woody Marks, 11/15. Bo Collins, 2/7. Bryce Underwood, 15/25. Caleb Jackson, 20/20. Brady Schmiegel, 1/1. Devon Dampierre, 4/15. Jacoby George, 6/9. Malik Murphy, 1/1. And wonderful Champ Mons, 4/7. Halfway point, box number 5. Antoine Hill Jr., 2/25. Earl Campbell, 14/49. Warren Sapp, 14/15. Emmett Smith, 1/10. Jackson Arnold, 2/25. Pro Set Platinum, 6/10 for Chris Brazel. Jeremiah McClellan, 2/8. 1/1 Pro Set Platinum for Roydell Williams. Byron Brown, 21/25. Nick Marsh, 3/25. And Deuce Knight, 8/15. Box number 6. Oh, we doubled up. Nice. Amari and Hampton, 6/25. And Gunnar Stockton, 22/25. Darian Mensah, 9/15. LaDainian Tomlinson, 5/10. Ryan Day, 1/25. DeMar Hamlin, 31/49. Pro Set Platinum for Joe Montana, 6/20. And Pro Set Platinum, 1/1 Juju Lewis. Gotta love the gold vinyl on these. So pretty. TJ Finley, 13/15. Haas Haney, 9/20. And Bob Greasy, Pro Set Platinum, 20/20. Box number 7. Kyron Jones, 16/25. Julian Edelman, 17/25. Kyle Managi, 24/49. Odell Beckham Jr., 19/49. Jalen Henderson, 3/10. Jaquez Padaway, 3/3. Noah Fafita, 3/9. Woody Marks, 3/5. Dylan Sampson, 16/25. And Cam Ward, 1/8. Notice we have heard absolutely nothing about Cam Ward during training camp. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Box number 8. Jackson Arnold, 9/25. I'm assuming he's just going to be on the bench. I don't think they're either going to start him or Dylan Gabriel, I'd assume. Harlan Berry, 5/10. John Elway, 2/10. Trey Benson, Brittany play 1/1. Ra Thomas, 2/49. Ethan Hampton, 1/10. Trevor Jackson, 23/25. Tyler Brown, 6/8. Javian Thomas, 2/3. Pro Set Platinum, 4/8 for Dante Hall. And Pro Set Platinum, 4/20 for Jerome Miles. Yeah, we're not going into the season with 4 quarterbacks on the roster. At least one's getting traded. I'd lean closer to 2, probably. Gabriel's not a starter at any point. He's definitely a career backup, so. If I had to bet, it's either him or Kenny Pickett getting traded. And they'll just rock with Shador as the number 2 to Joe Flacco, or they'll throw Shador out there just to get his ass beat. And then bench him and be like, well, we tried it. And then we'll just draft another quarterback next year. Our opening like 6 games are horrible. So I think any quarterback that starts is going to have a terrible record before like week 6, week 7. Joe Montana, 9/25. So if they start Shador, it's because they want him to look like shit. So that way they just Drop it. Pardon my French. Brandon Aubrey, 41/49. Penny Boone, 49/49. Jonathan Brooks, 1/3. Bobby Hebert, 28/49. Achilles Smith Jr., 1/10. Amari Miller, 4/5. Marcus Harris, 5/7. Penny Boone, 7/20. Urian Dickey, 1/1. And Dylan Gabriel, speaking of, 2/9. I mean, he can be... I won't say that he's not better. Like, he's definitely more pro-ready than Shedeur is, but he's not big enough to really be a starter. Like, you gotta think of all the small quarterbacks, the actual good ones, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson, they had better arms by a mile than Dylan Gabriel has. The upside of him is he's played in like 5 different offenses throughout his college career and is decently accurate and makes okay decisions. To me, that's like Chase Daniels as a backup for the Chiefs. Like, that's exactly what you're looking for. He's not like an actual starter, I don't think. But I think that's fine for the value of it. Like a 3rd round pick on a career backup, that's pretty solid. But anyone who drafted him thinking, oh, well, we'll just start this guy, was out of their mind. Shedeur is bigger, has a better arm than Gabriel, and career-wise is more accurate. Yeah, he set passing records for being accurate in college. So, to me, he's definitely the better prospect to actually be a starter. But if he's not beating Kenny Pickett in camp, then ooh, rough start. Plus the off-the-field stuff. So if I was going to pick one to start at some point out of the 2, it definitely would be Shedeur, though. Thomas Castellanos, 2/25. Start off box number 10. Plus, I mean, Jimmy wanted him, and Jimmy gets what Jimmy wants. Giles Jackson, 5/25. Drew Brees, 38/49. Bruce Smith, 9/10. Caden Salter, 7/10. Pro Set Platinum. Malachi Nelson, 6/20. TJ Moore, 1/10. Pro Set Platinum, 4/5 for Lawrence Arnold. Trey Benson, 1/10. Elijah Brown, 7/9. And Jaden Bow, 15/20. And that will do it for football. Thank you guys so much for being here, being part of the break. We're on to 2024 Panini National Treasures NASCAR here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up after we get this knocked out. Get a hit recap going in just a second. Yeah, the downside of Sanders is he doesn't like taking sacks. He also doesn't like throwing the ball away. So it's like half of one, half a dozen of the other with him. He has the arm and accuracy to make decent throws downfield, but I mean, that offensive line was horrible at Colorado. That's part of the problem. We have a much better offensive line, but then the decision making has to be more like at a quicker speed. You have to decide what you're going to do with the ball, and that was also part of the problem with him. That's why, even though I think he was probably at least the second best quarterback in the draft, I didn't think he would go like high in the first. Thought it'd be like a late first, early second. Baseball Pop Century today? Yes, indeed. We're going to do NT NASCAR next. Then we will have baseball. 2025 Stars and Stripes. And then we will do 2023 Pop Century break number 7 at around 12:30ish. For the hits, Ryan Williams, Cam Davis, Hudson Card, Graham Mertz, Isaiah Horton, Luke McCaffrey, Thomas Castellanos, Jared Green, Rod Woodson, Tetaro McMillan, Diego Pavia, TJ Moore, Robert Lewis, Tredez Green, Jared Curtis, Bo Collins, Roddy White, Amarian Hampton, DJ Lagway, Cam Coleman, Caden Salter, Caleb Johnson, Brendan Sorsby, Sean Merriman, Jeremiah McClellan, Tommy Malott, Garrett Nussmeyer, Tyreek Hill, Alvin Bethea, Malik Murphy, Wonderful Champ Mons, Jacoby George, Devon Dampierre, Bryce Underwood, Bo Collins, Woody Marks, Brady Schmiegel, Caleb Jackson, Marcus Allen, Deuce Knight, Nick Marsh, Byron Brown, Roydell Williams, Jeremiah McClellan, Chris Brazel, Jackson Arnold, Emmett Smith, Warren Sapp, Earl Campbell, Bob Greasy, Hoss Haney, TJ Finley, Juju Lewis, Joe Montana, DeMar Hamlin, Ryan Day, LaDainian Tomlinson, Darian Mensah, Julian Edelman, Kyle Monangi, Odell Beckham Jr., Jalen Henderson, Jaquez Petaway, Noah Fafita, Woody Marks, Dylan Sampson, Cam Ward, Jerome Miles, Dante Hall, Javian Thomas, Tyler Brown, Trevor Jackson, Ethan Hampton, Rod Thomas, Trey Benson, John Elway, Harlan Berry, Dylan Gabriel, Urian Dickey, Penny Boone, Marcus Harris, Amari Miller, Achilles Smith Jr., Bobby Hebert, Jonathan Brooks, Penny Boone, Brandon Aubrey, Jaden Bow, Elijah Brown, Trey Benson, Lawrence Arnold, TJ Moore, Malachi Nelson, Caden Salter, Bruce Smith, Drew Brees, Giles Jackson, and for the nameplates, Bo Jackson, Eddie George, Faison Brandon, Michael Hawkins Jr., Antoine Hill Jr., Omarion Hampton, Gunnar Stockton, Kyron Jones, Jackson Arnold, Joe Montana, and Thomas Castellanos. All right, that is it for football. Thank you guys again for being here. We are on to 2024 NT NASCAR here in just a second. Going to get that set up and good to go. Get you guys back here in a few. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case. It's 2024. Panini National Treasures NASCAR to get into. When we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we got live eBay live. Also need to mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. All right, box number 1. Good luck, everybody. Start with the white sparkles. Cole Custer, Corey Heim, and Chandler Smith. (13 to 13). Danica Patrick, gonna start it off. Ernie Urban, 1 to 10. 14 to 75. Connor Mossack. 17 to 25. Jeffrey Earnhardt. Booklet. 16 to 25. Kyle Larson. That's nice. Take that to get us started. Chase Elliott, 2 of 25. He said, come on, Chase. There's like 3 different chases that you could be chasing. 5 of 25. Matt DiBenedetto. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 15 of 49. Elliott is the one. Well, off to a good start. Jesse Liv, 3 of 49. And to close out box number 1, Ryan Blaney, 31 of 49. Box number 2. Josh Berry, Greg Biffle, and Mark Martin for the White Sparkles. Richard Petty, 23 of 35. Carson Quapple, 41 of 49. Anthony Alfredo, 65 of 75. 37 of 99. Chris Buescher. Clint Boyer, 9 of 75. 6 of 10, Josh Berry. Todd Dillon, 20.99. Oh, nice. 3 of 5, Riley Herbst. Long live 2023 Prime. 24-25, Denny Hamlin. 1 of 1 today. I mean, we're on a streak. I don't see why we don't have one. And Noah Gragson, 51/99. Box number 3. Lane Riggs, Jimmy Johnson, and Kevin Harvick. White Sparkles. Six of 10, Kyle Larson. Larson having a nice break so far. Bobby Allison, 18/35. Matt Kenseth, 99/99. Matt Mills, 50/75. Dual patch going to random.org. Sammy Smith and Brandon Jones, 45/99. William Byron, 50/99. Chandler Smith, 20/50. $32.99. Tanner Gray. Dual auto, 39/75. Michael McDowell and Todd Gilliland. And patch auto. It's a great patch. Carson Quapple, 1/10. Final box of the break, box number 4. Good luck, everybody. If you're looking for 2025 Stars and Stripes Baseball that is coming up. So just finish up here. Close out the White Sparkles, Josh Berry, Ross Chastain, and Austin Hill. We've got a redemption on the back. Kyle Busch, 11/25. Eight of 10. Jimmy Johnson. Kaz Gralla, 55/75. John Hunter Nemechek, 25/99. $19.99, Brad Keselowski. Chris Bell, $9.99. We're getting close to having no 1 of 1. I don't like that, guys. Harry Gant, 7 of 10. Patch auto for Connor Mossack, 23/25. Rookie's had a pretty good break. $24.99, Justin Bond Sr. And final card of the break, redemption, dual auto, Hayden and Haley Deegan. Boom. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Going to go ahead and get a hit recap going here in just a second. Then we'll take care of the randoms. I think it's like a 50-50 shot someone bought all 3. I've noticed somebody's been buying all 3 of the Deegans. I'm going to hope that's the case. And don't have to break any hearts today. For the hits, Josh Berry, Ross Chastain, Austin Hill, Lane Riggs, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Josh Berry, Greg Biffle, Mark Martin, Cole Custer, Corey Heim, and Chandler Smith for the White Sparkles. Danica Patrick, Ernie Irvin, Ryan Blaney, Justin Love, Connor Mossack, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Chase Elliott, Matt DiBenedetto, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Richard Petty, Carlos Aquapo, Anthony Alfredo, Chris Buescher, Clint Boyer, Josh Berry, Todd Dillon, Noah Gragson, Riley Earps, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Bobby Allison, Chandler Smith, Tanner Gray, Matt Kenseth, Matt Mills, William Byron, Carlos Aquapo, Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Brad Keselowski, Chris Bell, Harry Gant, Connor Mossack, Justin Bond Sr., Kaz Gralla, and John Hunter Nemechek. Booklet, 16/25, Kyle Larson, Tire Patch Auto. And going to random.org here in just a second. Dual patch, Sammy Smith and Brandon Jones. Dual auto, Michael McDowell and Todd Gilliland. And redemption, dual auto, Hayden and Haley Deegan. Alright, that is it for NASCAR for today. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you have fun at the race, James. And we look forward to having you guys back here sometime soon. We've got more cases of this. And as we get further into the year, we've got plenty of 2025 product coming up. We've got Prism right around the corner as well as Select. So, We're going to head to random.org real quick, knock this out, and then we're on to 2025 Stars and Stripes Baseball. Stick around and stay tuned for that. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Go to your hard dial for us. We're going to go 7 times on the randoms. Good luck to the 6 of you that are involved. At least 6 of you that are involved. Starting off with Sammy Smith and Brandon Jones. Dual patch. That is 6 times. 3 plus 4 is 7. Final roll. It is Brandon Jones coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up will be the dual auto of Michael McDowell and Todd Gilliland. That is 6 times. Final roll. Todd Gilliland coming out on top. Congratulations. And finally, the dual auto redemption of Haley and Hayden Deegan. That is 6 times. Final roll. Hayden Deegan coming out on top. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for NASCAR for today. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Look forward to having y'all back here sometime soon. Hope you have a great weekend up ahead of you. We are on to 2025 Panini Stars and Stripes Baseball here in just a second. Going to get that set up and good to go. That'll be on a different eBay Live if you are in here on eBay Live. So go ahead and back out of here, and the other one will be live momentarily. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Penny Stars and Stripes baseball to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we'll go live to eBay Live. Also, mention no credits necessary. Link down in the description. Box of one. Good luck, everyone. Ethan McIlvain, 15/50. Luke Stevenson. Ethan Bingaman. Ben Jacobs, 46/199. Judson Dow. Garrett Gibson. Jacob Dudon. And Tucker Biven, 23/40. Trent Grindlinger, 10/30. Kevin Roberts Jr. Ethan Bingaman. Brady Murrieta. Yadelkis Quevedo. Ezra Essex. Marcus Grease. And Nathan Rapp. Jason Spray Jr. 6/13. Ethan Holiday. Gabe Gackle, or Gackle. Kyson Witherspoon, 71/99. Andrew Breck, 148/199. Cooper Consiglio, Hogan Nelson, and Panini Patch, Matthew Matthias, 2/3. Rocco Maniscalco, 18/30. Gavin Gravak, /199. Alex Sosa. Austin Weiss. Steele Hall, /199. Denton Lord. Joshua Giannicelli. And Meridian LeFew, /199. Samir Muhammad, 39/50. Daniel Savette. Quinn Young, 6/199. Dominic Vogel, /199. Steve Monster Milam. Cooper Consiglio, /199. Luis Rodriguez. And Nixon Warren. Kingston Monty, 37/50. Justin LeBron, /199. Quinn Young. Danny Dickinson. Josh Hammond. Devin Diaz. Jack Woodham. And Nico Partita, /199. Nico Partita, 18/30. Kevin Roberts Jr. Brody Bamilla. Brady Murrieta. Luis Hernandez II, /199. Ezra Essex, /199. Jack Woda. Xavier Mitchell. Luke Stevenson, 11/30. Justin LeBron. Eric Becker. Ethan Bass out of 199. Julian Cesares. Cooper Casiglio. Luke Esquivel. And Tucker Piven out of 199. Steve Monster Milam out of 50. Bo Peterson out of 199. RJ Austin Jr. out of 199. Braden Yaksa. Jackson Matthews out of 199. Jamal George. Connor Salerno. Jacob Dudon out of 199. And Tyler Canast. Julian Cazares, 7 of 13. Casey Cunningham out of 199. RJ Cope out of 199. Cooper Ramel. Jamal George out of 199. Carter Schuse out of 199. Jack Woda out of 199. And Wilson Anderson. Box number 11, crossing the halfway point. When is case number 7 of Pop's entry? That is coming up once we finish this. So give or take about 10-15 minutes. Nathan Rapp, 35 of 50. Gavin Fine. Alex Sosa out of 199. Braden Harris. Gian Stowers. CJ Weinstein out of 199. Jared Grindlinger. And Nico Partita. Jordan Martin, 11 of 50. Grady Emerson. Gio Rojas. Matt Scott out of 199. Andrew Getty. Gavin Marcus. Hudson Alpert. And Panini Patch for Camden Bowen. 1 of 2. After this, you said correct. Give or take 10-15 minutes. It'll be on a different eBay Live than this, so you'll get a notification when that actually goes live. Get that set up and good to go. Jackson Matthews, 45 of 50. Gavin Gravak out of 199. Caden Bodine. Braden Yaksa. Nelson Calejo. Ethan Armbruster. Luke Armijo out of 199. And Nathan Rapp. Box number 14. Gavin Poteet, 13 of 30. Ethan Holiday out of 199. Hurston Waldrop. Backward for some reason. Kyle Johnson out of 199. Aiden Stillman. Brett Renfro out of 199. Griffin McCain out of 199. And Panini Patch again. This time for Jordan Martin. 3 of 3. Talk about a hot case. Panini Patches for everybody. Hudson Alpert, 22 of 30. Grady Emerson out of 199. Gio Rojas. Liam Peterson. Andrew Breck. Ethan Armbruster. Hudson Alpert out of 199. And flag patch, Austin Weiss. 1 of 1. America. Box number 16. We've got a kaboom. And it is for Bobby Baseball. Bobby Witt Jr. Gavin Fine. Trent Grindlinger. Ben Jacobs out of 199. Steve Monster Millen. Or Milan. CJ Weinstein. Jacob Seaman out of 199. And Samir Muhammad. Box for 17. Blake Hoover, 7 to 10. Dean Curley, RJ Austin Jr. out of 199. Ethan Bass, Malachi Witherspoon, Gavin Marcus, Jacob Seaman, and Pablo Torres. Says, when do you sleep in top load? Every once in a while. Have to do all the hard work, I guess. Sometimes the foot guy has to handle other things. Knox Myers, 43 of 50. Devin Taylor, 180 out of 199. Trent Grindlinger, Cooper Ramel, Ethan Wheeler out of 199. Brett Renfro out of 199. Kyle Walker out of 199. And Sammy Swink. Box number 19. Graham Schlicht, 7 to 13. Kason Cunningham. Brody Bamilla out of 199. Ben Jacobs out of 199. Colton Smith out of 199. Camden Bowen. Jacob Carval out of 199. And Patrick Forbes out of 199. Final box of the break. Box number 20. Good luck, everybody. It is indeed. That is coming up as soon as you finish this. Just stick around. You're in the right spot. Aiden Stillman, 17 to 30. Gavin Fine. RJ Austin Jr. Ethan Wheeler. Luis Hernandez. Chase Cotton. Jared Grindlinger. And final card will be Nico Partita. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here and being part of the break. We do have more cases of this on the way, on the horizon, up and listed and good to go. So I do look forward to having you guys back in here sometime soon. Got just a couple of cards to go through over the course of the hit recap. All right. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the sound of my voice. Ethan Anderson, Luke Stevenson, Ethan Bingaman, Ben Jacobs, Judson Dowell, Gary Gibson, Jacob Dudon, Tucker Biven, Trent Grindlinger, Kevin Roberts Jr., Ethan Bingaman, Brady Murrieta, Udelkis Huevedo, Ezra Essex, Marcus Grease, Nathan Rapp, Jason Spray, Ethan Holiday, Gabe Gackle, Kyson Witherspoon, Andrew Breck, Cooper Consiglio, Hogan Nelson, Matthew Matthias, Rocco Maniscalco, Gavin Gravok, Alex Sosa, Austin Weiss, Steele Hall, Denton Lord, Joshua Giannicelli, Meridian LeFew, Samir Muhammad, Daniel Savette, Quentin Young, Dominic Vogel, Steve Monster Millen, Cooper Consiglio, Luis Rodriguez, Nixon Warren, Justin LeBron, Quentin Young, Danny Dickinson, Josh Hammond, Devin Diaz, Jack Woden, Nico Partita, Kingston Monati, Nico Partita, Kevin Roberts Jr., Brody Bamilla, Brady Murrieta, Luis Hernandez, Ezra Essex, Jack Woden, Xavier Mitchell, Luke Stevenson, Justin LeBron, Eric Becker, Ethan Bass, Julian Cesares, Cooper Consiglio, Luke Esquivel, Tucker Biven, Steve Monster Milam, Bo Peterson, RJ Austin Jr., Braden Yaxa, Jackson Matthews, Jamal George, Connor Salerno, and Jacob Dudon. I try to get the names right after I learn how they're properly pronounced, like Milam instead of Milam. Hard to get that rewired, though. Tyler Canast, Casey Cunningham, RJ Koch Jr., Cooper Ramel, Jamal George, Carter Shoes, Jack Woda, Wilson Anderson, William Cesarez, Nathan Rapp, Gavin Fine, Alex Sosa, Braden Harris, John Stowers, CJ Weinstein, Jared Grindlinger, Nico Partita, Hudson Alpert, Grady Emerson, Gio Rojas, Liam Peterson, Andrew Breck, Ethan Armbruster, Hudson Alpert, Austin Weiss, Bobby Baseball, Gavin Fine, Trent Grindlinger, Ben Jacobs, Steve Monster Milam, CJ Weinstein, Jacob Seaman, Samir Muhammad, Blake Hoover, Dean Curley, RJ Austin Jr., Ethan Bass, Malachi Witherspoon, Gavin Marcus, Jacob Seaman, Pablo Torres, Jordan Martin, Grady Emerson, Gio Rojas, Matt Scott, Andrew Getty, Gavin Marcus. Hudson Alpert, Camden Bowen, Jackson Matthews, Gavin Gravak, Hayden Bodine, Brandon Yaxon, Nelson Calejo, Ethan Armbruster, Luke Armijo, Nathan Rapp, Gavin Poteet, Ethan Holiday, Hurston Waldrop, Kyle Johnson, Aiden Stillman, Brett Renfro, Griffin McCain, Jordan Martin, Knox Myers, Devin Taylor, Trent Grindlinger, Cooper Ramel, Ethan Wheeler, Brett Renfro, Kyle Walker, Sammy Swink, Graham Schlicht, Casey Cunningham, Brody Mamella, Ben Jacobs, Colton Smith, Camden Bowen, Jacob Carball, Patrick Forbes, Aiden Stillman, Gavin Fine, RJ Austin Jr., Ethan Wheeler, Luis Hernandez, Chase Cotton, Jared Grindlinger, and Nico Partita. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. This is all a break. That was all a break. We are going to go ahead and get the 2023 Leaf Metal Pop Century case number 7 set up, good to go. We'll go live on a different eBay Live. I'm going to change gloves, and we will be back in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. Catch you guys back here momentarily, and we will get this thing done. All right. Welcome in, everybody, to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2023 Leaf Metal Pop Century to get into. Bang. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know if we go live and eBay Live. All right. Apologies for the delay. Glad we can get this actually taken care of, finally. Now then, let's see what we got. Box number 1, Morgan Fairchild, 9 to 10. G Herbo, 10 to 12. Donald Trump Jr. on card. And dual auto, Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox. 2 of 15. That'll be going to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that. Box number 2. Mike Tyson, 4 of 5. That's nice. John Mellencamp, take a stub. David Foley, 1 of 10. And Lorraine Bracco, 14 of 15. Box number 3. Catherine Bach, 1 of 6. Eric Estrada, 8 of 10. Flava Flav, 3 of 7. And Chris Jericho, cut auto. Box number 4. Sarah Palin, 10 of 10. Dual auto, Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox, 5 of 5. So we've got 2 of these now. Nice. 2 of 15 and 5 of 5. Ricky Rose, 9 of 15. And Luke Bryan. Take a stub. Megan Cavanaugh, 3 of 5. Malcolm McDowell, 6 of 10. Lil Uzi Vert, 4 of 5. And 34-40, Brad Pitt. Patch. Halfway point, box number 6. Tara Reid, 7 of 8. Ed Gale, 2 of 4. Harvey Kettle, 2 of 2. And Danny Kaye, 3 of 6. Patch. Box number 7. Susan Somers, cut auto. Marla Gibbs, 14/20. John Heater, 23/25. And dual auto, Eric Roberts and Mariel Hemingway, 8/10. Amanda Bynes, 3/6. Tiana Taylor, 1/8. Michael O'Keefe, 9/12. And John Provost, 4/8. Kind of wish they had a Lassie auto, but oh well. Kristen Bell, 1/2. John Lithgow, cut auto. Henry Winkler, 1/1. And Brandy Roderick, 1/2. Box number 10. Jake Paul, 16/30. Kylie Jenner, cut auto. Britt Eklund, 1/5. And Jerry Mathers, 4/8. Box number 11. Oh wow. Moneybag Yo, 20/20. Jenna Dewan, 11/12. Hal Linden, 2/5. And Meek Mill, 1/3. And final box of the break. Good luck, everybody. Box number 12. Frank Sinatra, 12/15. That is a great looking patch. Jen Harley, 5/12. Leah Thompson, 2/8. And finally, printing plate 1/1 auto for Amelia Clark. Boom. Fantastic way to end it. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for having patience with us, being here, being part of the break. We really do appreciate that. Sorry for the little mishap that we ran into. Glad that we can get this thing taken care of, though, in the end. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll take care of the randoms. For the hits, Dave Foley, Donald Trump Jr., G. Herbo, Catherine Bach, Eric Estrada, Flava Flav, Chris Jericho, Luke Bryan, Brad Pitt, Ed Gale, Harvey Kettle, Danny Kane, Amanda Bynes, Henry Winkler, Brandy Roderick, Britt Eklund, Hal Linden, Frank Sinatra, and Amelia Clark. Printing plate 1/1. Lorraine Bracco, John Mellencamp, Mike Tyson, Morgan Fairchild, Megan Cavanaugh, Malcolm McDowell, Lil Uzi Vert, Marla Gibbs, John Heater, Michael O'Keefe, John Provost, Kristen Bell, John Lithgow, Jake Paul, Kylie Jenner, Jerry Mathers, Moneybag Yo, Jenna Dewan, Meek Mill, Jen Harley, and Leah Thompson. Sarah Palin, Rick Ross, Tara Reid, Suzanne Somers, and Tiana Taylor. And going to random.org. Eric Roberts and Mariel Hemingway, 8 of 10. And then we have 2 of these. Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox, 2 of 15 and 5 of 5. Had we had the same of each, then we would have just split it. But since there are 2 different ones, we are just going to have to random them both. And good luck to both of you. All right. We're going to head over to random.org and get these 3 knocked out real quick. For the rest of you, thank you guys so much again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Hope you have a great weekend up ahead of you. And we look forward to having you back in here for some more pop. We do have another case of this coming, hopefully. This was technically the case we were going to break next week. So hopefully we can get our hands on another one. We do have 2022 pop on the way, as well as more 2024 and 2025. So look forward to having you back in here sometime in the near future. And to random.org we go. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Get it through your high to be valid for us. We're going to go 10 times on the random, starting off with Eric Roberts and Mariel Hemingway. And it's 8 times. 6 plus 4 is 10. Final roll. Mariel Hemingway staying on top. Congratulations. Next up will be the Eric Estrada Larry Wilcox dual auto out of 15. That is 8 times, 9 times. Final roll. Eric Estrada taking home the of 15 dual auto. And finally the of 5. Eric Estrada Larry Wilcox dual auto. That is 9 times. Final roll. It'll be Eric Estrada taking it home as well. That will do it, everybody. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Really do look forward to having you back in here. Hope you have a great weekend up ahead of you. And until next time, everybody.